invincible. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Friday. I hope everyone's had a great night. Ready for a great day. Wild morning right now. Our ATRs are out of this world. Let's look at the markets overnight. The chat. There we go. So we came down huge and now we're rebounding huge. ES's high was 66.63. Low was 65.71. So it's like, what, 88 points in range, I think, or 92 points in range, something like that. NQ 858 was the high, 527 was the low, so over 300 points in range. Copper about 280 ticks in range. The Ultra Bond falling a little over a point in range. Gold made another new all-time high, came down hard. Came back up, hit that all-time high again, and then came down hard again. It has 90 points, 100 points in range. Crude oil also dipped and then tried to rip, just under a point in range there. And Bitcoin's all the way down to 105.6. That's where we sit standing, whatever body posture you're choosing to take today. As we try to get $2,441.12 on the trade day influencer cup competition, which leaderboard has not yet updated. It's supposed to update an hour ago. Hey, Sire, how you doing? We have no news today. None at all. Not even a Fed speaker on the docket. NQ pumping up right now. Pump it up. With these crazy ATRs, I'm a little bit hesitant. I mean, I usually see an ATR at 16 this time in the morning. Gold's ATR is about 5. I'm sorry, it's 6. Kind of wild. I didn't take that one. I should have. That was a quick whip down. Short. Setup was there, but I didn't take it. I preferred a little bit calmer market for the today, but just gotta trade what we get. Q goes right back up. Trump's talking about China, so we have to be careful. Hey, JC, how you doing? Crypticon, good morning. For some reason, the Affiliate Cup leaderboard is not updated yet this morning. And Q rising. Nice script. I just don't like this action right now. I like volatile. I don't like this volatile. Really consider going short on that green candle that was all wick, no body, but decided against it. It looks like that was the right decision not doing it. Distance from the moving average is over 30 right now on NQ. Pretty up there in gold too. I'm being too hesitant right now. Oh, nice, sire. Very nice. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting to see the leaderboard update. It's they're over an hour late on the update. They didn't give them this week, or I mean, or last week. Um, the top three get more than the rest.
Order submitted.
Short and Q. So far, they only gave me one account to give away, which I gave away on the one of the Monday night live streams. Unless I missed an email, I can go back and look to see if I missed an email at some point. This is turning against me.
Order filled.
Whoa, wow. Okay. Well, we got 7, 8 3/4 points there on that quick whip down. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything in my email from last Friday, but and nothing so far at all this Friday yet because uh, they haven't even updated the standings. Oh, I did miss it. Crap. Oops. Well, there it is. So yeah, I have a 50K trade day to give away. So that was a $170 trade that I got there. Marching toward that finish line. Hey, Czar. How you been? So a little bit later in the stream, I'll find a way to give away that trade day. So I manually back tested this reversal strat from yesterday. Yeah, I did it through the 8 hours of yesterday from what be 8 to 4 Eastern. It would have given me 40 setups total, 28 wins, 12 losses, for a total of 388 points on NQ. I should have taken that gold. I'm being too hesitant because of the wild action. I need to use this to my advantage. I'm doing very good, Czar. I was up late too, talking to a friend who was pretty down, so I gotta make sure I stay awake through getting the goal today. Copy trading a bull and ox eval and a Tradify eval along with this trade day competition. I need uh, about 600 bucks to pass the bull and ox. The trade day is funny. I thought I had blown it, but I'd only hit the DLL, so I hadn't traded it in a few days, and then I was in my dashboard and saw it was still active. Tradify, I mean. Q coming down or trying to. Gold still trying to work its way up. Working my way up to you, babe. Still no update on the leaderboard. USC, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your little vacation. Hopefully it doesn't hurt too bad. Big move down here on gold. Have you seen what gold has done while you were gone, USC? I still have a shot at winning this competition. I wish they would update the leaderboard for today. I need 24.41.12 today to pass and get to the funded section of the competition. I'm at 170 so far today. Just got to beat everybody else. Got to get the highest total. And I could be wrong, but I think my main competition is going to be FOMO Trader. He's the only one that has, well, he hasn't done any resets. Kellyanne hasn't done any resets. So they're both trading carefully. I don't know. I know that as of yesterday, who's first and second. I don't know. But they haven't up. They're supposed to update the leaderboard 90 minutes ago, and it still hasn't updated for today. So as of yesterday, it was FOMO, Pine Tree Trader, and Kellyanne. They all had the same amount. I almost screwed the entire thing up yesterday. I accidentally took a trade with 5 contracts. And I didn't realize it. And then started panicking because I blew consistency. I was up. I can only make 2,700 in a day, and I was up 4,200. So I had to lose like 1,700, $1,500 or something like that. And I was copy trading, so I did that with a Bolinox account too, and then started trying to lose, forgetting I was copy trading. So I was losing money on the Bolinox account too, and that's an intraday drawdown. But if that 5 contract trade would have went against me, it would have totally messed everything up. Yeah, FOMO's actually he's a decent member of our Discord. Did not take this short here. Probably should have. I feel like the market slowed down just a tad. Well, once you're in the funded stage, there's no consistency. That said, I would have liked to have seen this contest have no consistency to start, but yeah, I should have taken that. I'm being too cautious here. I know this strategy works. I just got to take it. Gold comes back up. Oh, housing starts and permits. I don't think that usually moves the market, but yeah, be careful just in case. Morning, Sid. How are you? Nice to see you. Even you have to be a little amazed at what gold's doing right now, Sid. Making new all-time highs every day. Silver making its first all-time high in like a decade and a half. Yeah, it's got to be a hard decision in this way it's been moving. That news really didn't move the market. I haven't also haven't seen the news pop, so I mean I haven't seen the numbers. Yeah, investing isn't easy. These decisions of when to get out, when to get in, it's hard to pinpoint. Oh, NQ comes back down. Quick whip down. Gold heading back up. Good morning, Ron. How are you? Yeah, I mean, the market's got to do a full pullback at some point in time. Excellent, Ron. Tick Tick doesn't generate a lot of excitement, but they're solid. Still no update on the leaderboard. Market has slowed down a bit. Our ATRs are down a little bit. I need about 10 good trades today. Hey, John. How you doing? How's the new job going? That doesn't sound very enthusiastic, John. Nice. And market's been volatile no matter what time of day. There's been the moves to grab. Oops, I need to turn off that bull and ox. That sale's done. Apex sale's done as well. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can see how that could be a bit of a letdown. Wait, you're not allowed to ask her to do anything. So what's her actual purpose? Sounds like whatever this bank is, we should be shorting it. And Q turns back around again, pushing downward. 15-minute NQ is giving me a signal. Now I don't take the 15-minute signals, but kind of keep that in mind, I guess. I should also backtest to see how often those 15-minute signals are right. Trickling down on NQ, gold with a pop. Morning, Jay, or afternoon, Jay. Got 45 minutes till the bell. No, I really haven't been watching any baseball since the Phillies got eliminated. I just catch highlights. But I thought the Mariners were going to run away with that series, so it's interesting that the Blue Jays come back. Looks like the Dodgers are about ready to head to the World Series.
Order filled.
Took the short on gold. I went 43-24-0. I will absolutely look for that clip then. Yeah, Castellanos is out of there. Yeah, after he whined twice about playing time throughout the year, or he got into it with the manager about being pulled for defense earlier in the year, and then when he lost playing time later in the year, he was all mopey about it. So he's kind of worn out his welcome. You know, he seemed fine prior years, but this year he was not a model citizen by any means. Ah, looks like this is turning against me.
Order
Yep,
filled.
out, stopped out. Now I'm red on the day. Damn it. Should have got out when it didn't go. Now I need like 2,600. My mistake wasn't trailing the stop, so it would have been a smaller loss. That's what I tell myself to do, and I wasn't doing it. Oh, Benno? Are we changing our name again there, Ben? Nice, Sid. Now, the competition runs to the end of the month, but really want to get to the funded stage today. Doesn't I just because then I have 2 weeks to run in the funded stage. No, I only do Monday nights. The graphic says Wednesdays, but right now it's only Mondays. I haven't decided if I want to add a day or not. Wednesdays are actually the day I usually do a baseball card live stream if I have anything to actually open and do a live stream with. This coming week I should have Topps Holiday, and then next week should be Topps Update. Yeah, I mean, there I might end up adding days. I'm just not sure yet. Hmm. Nice move down there on NQ. That time the gold short would have worked. I didn't take it, but it would have worked. Pop up on NQ. I didn't run the bot at all this week. I'll start it again next week, but I was just focused on my actual trading this week. Gold coming down. And Q comes right back down. A little bit choppy now. We head into the top of the hour. See if we get any volatility here at the top of the hour. And we do. A little bit. Gold comes down. Gold came down big. Wow. Huge pullback there on gold. And Q pops. Quite the drop there in gold. Maybe a bounce here on gold. Not exactly a golden setup. Pardon the pun. Yeah, I'm not taking that. Should have taken that. Watching gold. NQ's gotten all choppy.
Order filled.
Trying a long on gold again. And get my target there quick enough. That could have been a nice, that was a nice pop, and I didn't get it there. Now watch it stop me. Dang! Aw, man, really? Bounce for me. Bounce, 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 bounce. Okay.
Order filled.
Damn. Down 470 now today. Damn it. Gold's hurt me twice. I'm not gonna get what I want on the competition today. I had gotten my target there, and I watch it come back up. Yep. Dang it. I should have stayed in. I'm being too stiff today. Ah, man, see? If I had stayed in, that would have been a great win. I should have kept my stop below that first blue candle. And I would be up 6 points now. Okay. Be nice if they would update the leaderboard so I knew where things were sitting, but it looks like they're not going to update it today. Morning, Amelia. How are you? Supposed to be updated at 7 Eastern, so they're 2 hours late on it. And I'm frustrated because I want to see where I'm at, see how the others did, so I know how hard I want to go today. I've gone from needing 2441 to needing 3,000 now today. One time. Nice job, sire. I think. I know he started off with monthly. I'm pretty sure it switched to lifetime. Hey Ace, how you doing? I believe it's intraday. You're welcome. Alrighty, Ace. And NQ comes down. So yeah, gold's burned me. NQ would have worked each time, and I've been hesitant on it. So I got to get my head in the game. Ace, your trading wife is back. She's out on her walk, but she checked in earlier. They moved down there on NQ. Q pops back up. We have about 11 minutes till the bell. Gotta relax and gotta focus. I want this goal today. No more news scheduled today, except for a Fed speaker afternoon. Leaderboard's still not updated. Blue candle and then Q. It's kind of an iffy situation. Absolutely. Especially it's not back yet. Blue candle's working. Yeah, it didn't really work. Move down there at the 5 of. Feel like we want to come down at the open, but we'll see.
Two minutes till the bell.
And Q popped up with 2 minutes to go. Okay. Let's get ready to rumble. Big pop on NQ. And drop. Got up to 770, whipped back down. And purple, I did say I thought we were going to come down, and it looks like we're coming down. Hopefully not with a cold. Crude was a dump. Gold down. NQ popping. Big pop. 36 points. Whoa. 48 points. Gold down a bunch. Gold down a big bunch. Wow, look at the gold fall. NQ the nice pop. Okay, my data's delayed. It's actually behind TradingView instead of in front of it, which is unusual. So I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect. I have 7 active orders? What do you mean I have 7 active orders?
Order.
Okay. Now let's see. Now I'm back to normal. There's USC Ace if you're still here. Ace's family in town, so he said he's going to be cutting out right after the open. There's NQ running.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Damn! Oh, man. Nothing working today. Now I'm down $900 on this contest account that I needed $2,400 on. Now I need $3,300. Fuck me. That was a misread. I should have never taken that long there where the signal line was. Wow. Boy, did it just prove me how wrong I was. Well, so much for that. Now I need to get it at least back up to green, so at least have a chance to pass on Monday. I should have known. I should have known. I was going to blow it. I should have known. I'm a loser. Pops up on NQ up to 801. Gold continuing to fall. That's the pop that's probably going to work on gold, but I'm not going to get burned on gold again. NQ comes back down. Yep, that gold worked. See? And it worked big. Dum, 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 dum. And keep falling hard. Oh, leaderboard updated. I'm now in 5th. Where I was until I badly traded today. Two people in funded, FOMO and Kellyanne. Kellyanne took about $1,000 loss yesterday. FOMO didn't trade as funded. It's Vola, Bugatti, and me. So I got to get my head together and move ahead. I can get this thing. CFT blew again. He reset. No. You get 2 free resets a week, and you're not allowed to buy more. So if you reset twice in a week and blow again, then you got to wait till the next week. But you have to trade 5 days in an eval, and once you reset, those 5 days start over. So that means that the earliest CFT could actually start on the funded stage would be next Friday. And keep falling. And Q. Markets are kind of slowed down to a chop. And Q did head back up. Kinda. Excellent, Ace. There's a pop. Have a good weekend, Ace. See you Monday. Wow, Bank of America just predicted gold to 6,000 by next spring. There's NQ moving up. Hey, MR. Well, on the leaderboard, I'm now 5th, but I'm taking a beating so far today. Tell her we said hi. Okay, NQ running. 8:33. Nice run here. You can see the gray area on the chart for NQ. So I'm waiting for the pullback now. Distance from the moving average is now 45. Once it gets above 40, you really start watching for the turnaround. But I've seen it as much as 100. That's usually with an explosive move and not a grind up. ATR 33.70 on the 1 minute. Distance is now 56. 58. Gold is choppy. Just sideways right now. Seeing a red candle here. Let's see what happens on NQ. Like the setup. But I wish your candle was closing sooner than 42 seconds. I hate it if the candle just absolutely dumps. Then I have less confidence in it. Market's not open tonight, Benno. Bitcoin getting smashed tonight. Setting up. Short.
Order filled.
I blew the Tradify. I didn't even realize it.
Order target filled.
There we go. Target fell 20 points. I got $400 back. This strategy that I figured out, because I've never seen anyone else use this strategy. I'm sure it's not new. I'm sure someone else has, but I've never seen it. It just works. Gold, it doesn't work as well on, and I was there trying it on gold. But that last big loss I took was just a misread. I should have never taken that there. But if you look real quick, we'll just bring this up real quick. Let's look at NQ today. Just since the start of the stream, let's look for the gray areas. So let's start there. Worked. Did not work. But I always hate it when candles are more huge than the ATR, which it was there. Gray area worked down because that was the short. Gray worked, although it worked, but that was into the open. So worked, did not work, worked. Maybe I just need to focus on NQ and let gold go. Gold was working nicely for a couple days, but see, the one of these that I did. So the new strat is I still have no idea how I figured this out. This one worked. This last one worked. This one here, right here, did not work. It was too low down, and that I actually didn't take it. That was the next thing I was going to mention. I've noticed, and which is why I didn't take this one. It works best if the RSI is showing green or red down at the bottom. If it's kind of just in the middle like that, I don't like to take them, and that's where I screwed up on that gold trade because I did take. That's the one I took. So all the strat is USC when here, let me bring up the values. When the value of the distance from the moving average. So right here, like this, when this candle finished, it was 59.79 points above the 9 moving average. ATR was only 33.39. When the distance from the moving average is above the ATR value, I'm looking for the next reversal. So every time you see a gray area, it means the distance from the moving average is bigger than the ATR value, and that signifies a potential reversal. So I wait for the first opposite candle, wait for it to close, and then take it. So like on this one, I should have taken this green one here, and it would have chopped and then went. This one I should have, waited for this to form. Take that down, blew up, etc. Yeah, Jay. Once I figured out this this strategy, Jay was nice enough to code it for me, Jaden. And I just missed this one. Here's another one, and this one would have worked for 20 points. Look at that. See how beautiful that works? Now gold's setting up for one here potentially. And so far, I've seen that it works on. It does work on 5 minute and 1 minute. Seems to be better on 1 minute, and it works on most assets. Though there's some that it struggles with. But on NQ yesterday, I went back and I marked every entry, and if I had my target and stop set just on the ATR, it would have won 28 trades, lost 12 over the 8-hour period, and it would have been good for 388.5 points over the 8 hours, which is $7,700. Jay's trying to figure out a way I can back test further back or back test easier without actually having to go through and manually figure this stuff out. I mean, I'm kind of proud that I like I said, I'm not even sure how I noticed this thing with it. I started noticing the distance from the moving average. That was where I started. And then I started looking at the ATR and seeing that how they, once this passes, and I'm like, I think this really works, but it was hard to calculate, watch while you're watching the price action. So I'm like, Jay, do you think you could code this? And he had it whipped up in about an hour. Now I'm thinking maybe I need to get a bot for it. Big dump on gold, down to 42.50. And still going. Gold's giving me that signal on both the 5 and the 1. Morning to you. Did you delete the Bull and Ox and Apex ads from Get Response, or not Get Response? The Hootsuite, since I've forgotten they ended. Now here you see the blue candle pop on gold. I just don't know if I want to take any more gold trades since it's bit me several times today. Big pop on gold. That's 11 points. I'm going to regret not taking this trade. Yeah, it's kind of giving back. Oh, actually gave him almost all back. So never mind. See, when it's more wick than body, I'm hesitant to take it, and you can see that was a good decision there. I'll wait for the next potential entry. Oh, nope, here's gold popping back up. Lilu is still around. I'm not sure how. Probably because they don't pay people, but you know. Do you want to know the pineapple story, Benno? Now I'm interested in this gold if it sticks here. Really interested. So it all started off with there being a discussion on politics, which I don't allow. And I made the joke that there's three things we don't talk about. This was on Discord. Politics, religion, and whether pineapple belongs on pizza. And so, you know, that started a little something. And then USC, a couple days later, tells us that on cruise ships, an upside down pineapple is a sign that you're a swinger. So, with that knowledge, the legend of the pineapple has just grown. And it's just become a symbol as a little joke. Yeah, so an upside down pineapple is a swim. Yeah, yep. So now you'll see pineapples in various MightyOx ads, and I don't know. There might even be some in the banner up top. So yeah. It's just a fun thing. I even have designed a Christmas ornament with a pineapple Christmas tree. I need to get the rest of the ornaments done. You know, Hallmark starts their 24 hours of Christmas today. Oh no, not Easter. She was kidding. Like, you know how they call hidden things in video games or whatever Easter eggs. Like, we hide the pineapples like they're Easter eggs on various ad graphics and stuff. You know, they're not like obvious all the time. You got to look for them. That blue candle and gold ended up working. I hate pineapple. I don't like pineapple. Like pineapple anything. Yes, yes, it is. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of pineapple flavor. Oh, so the 20 pineapple pizzas that I have queued to have delivered to your house later on, Tio, that's not a good idea. Looking for a trade in all the wrong places. Yeah, pineapple is just not a flavor I like for whatever reason. It's kind of like watermelon. I hate anything watermelon flavored. Now, the weird thing is, I like bananas, but I hate anything banana flavored. And bananas don't belong on pizza either. I'm not a fan of watermelon, even like, you know, the actual fruit or vegetable or whatever it is. I'm not sure if I've ever had Laffy Taffy. NQ running up the chart, and gold dumps again. Gold setting up for another possible upwards trajectory. Big pop on gold, back up. Gold skewering me though. And Q, you see he's in the gray as well. Watching there. I hate it when they break orbs, all that glass all over the place. It was a technical signal. I did not take the gold signal. Let's see what happens. Pulls back first. Now, I do like it when they pull back and then come right back up. That'll often give me a entry, but I'm probably being too careful today. Now we see NQ giving us a little red candle. See what that does. Now it's giving us a bigger red candle. It's 20 points.
Order
Sure,
filled.
NQ.
Order
Boom,
filled.
20 points. Now only down 104 on the day. See how that easy that works? I just need 6 more 20-point trades. Although honestly, if I can get about $1,000 up, I'll probably go to 2 contracts. Now, when I did the back testing yesterday, I actually went for the ATR on a trade. So that would have been a 33-point trade, and it would have worked. Being conservative right now. So that blue candle on gold ended up working there. But it would have scared the bejesus out of me because it came back 6 points first and then went. Gold's ATR right now is 11.2. So again, from the time I pointed out what was working, look at this. So we had 2 more that worked. This one and this one. So if I were just taking 20-point trades just in the last half an hour, 20, 20, 20, 20. That'll be 80 points for those of you that are math challenged, or $1,600. Now, if I get to the funded part of the competition, I may end up taking that indicator off the charts for the next 2 weeks, so none of the other people can watch what I'm doing if I'm starting to put up big numbers. Uh-oh. What's this about? Okay. CFT is now reset for his 4th time. One to 4 is FOMO Trader, Kellyanne, Vola, and Uncle Bugatti. Only Kellyanne and FOMO are in the funded. I mean, I don't think they'll come looking, but just in case. if you blow your funded, you go back to eval and then have to pass the eval again, and you got to trade for 5 days. So the earliest CFT could get back into the funded stage now is next Friday. Rod, let me look. Rod got back above the starting balance. Nope, he did not. Rod, really? Rod almost blew yesterday. He's down to 147,914. And holy crap, a whole bunch of people blew yesterday. Forex Ike, Trades with Jess, Trading with Travis, Prolonged Wealth, Pine Tree Trader, who wasn't funded, Cage, Fit Mom Trader, and Co-Trader all blew yesterday. And I think they have to wait until Monday to be reset because they used up their resets for the week. There's like 8 people at 5 resets. I am proud to say that so there's 3 people that have not reset at all, and that's FOMO, Kellyanne, and Damn Good Trading. And then I'm the only, and Rod hasn't reset at all yet either. And then I'm the only one that's only reset once. Everybody else has reset two or more times. Yeah, it goes to the last day of the month. Yeah, see, that's what I traded differently at the beginning, which is why I even used the one reset, because I thought for sure people were going to be absolutely dominating this thing. If I had known how this was going to go, I would have went slow and steady to begin with. But I was putting pressure on myself because I thought for sure that, people were going to get to the funded stage in the 5 days and take off without me. The problem with CFT is he does not trade competitions or even evals like he trades his own account. He goes full port. He'll do 15 contracts at once. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But what I don't understand is why, at one point CFT was leading, and he was in the funded, he was leading, he was comfortable. I don't understand why he pushed it then. He could have went into cruise control and forced people to try to pass him, and he didn't. We're chopping right now on NQ. Hey, Platt. How you doing? But at least it's shut up his smug comments on Twitter. I don't know what it is. As I've talked about many times, the public-facing CFT is different than the CFT I've gotten to know. And I think he's just a tortured soul. He's admitted in the past that he deals with imposter syndrome, that he subconsciously or consciously tries to sabotage himself. So, this is all acting out. He's done this once before. A couple years back, he disappeared for like 6 months. He wasn't nasty. I mean, there was a few nasty comments here and there, and I really believe at that point, he used to have 2 dogs he really loves, and I think they both died within a short amount of time. And honestly, I think that's what set him over the edge then. I don't know that for sure, but that's what it seemed like it coincided. Glad to hear that, Platt. Gold grinding up, and Q just grinding sideways. I think CFT is very introverted, and I think a lot of introverts, because I'm an introvert, big time. Less so in the last few years, but introverts a lot of introverts have this level of stimuli that they can take before they end up having to shut down, that they need a break. And I think that's what happens with CFT. And I don't think he knows how to manage that in a way that's not going to interfere with his public persona, where he's relying on affiliate income. You can't just totally disappear. And I mean, yeah, he could go on cruise control for a while and he would still get the income, but it eventually would dwindle. And so I think he has trouble dealing with that. CFT is the same age as I am, 51. Fun fact, me, CFT, and Greg Trades YM are all the same age. I believe CFT, when he's trading his personal account, is a good trader. I believe are a profitable trader, put it that way. But again, when he's trading his personal account, he said it. He said it here on stream when people have asked him. He doesn't full port. The most he'll trade 5 contracts. It's the most he'll trade, and he's only going for 2 or 3 ticks usually on the Ultra Bond. So that money doesn't add up that quickly. But he's a profitable trader. At least I believe him to be. I mean, I've never asked to actually see his brokerage statements. Well, I think he wanted to do so. Here's the other thing about CFT that he's told me. For a while, he was pretty broke. Before he became CFT, he was all dealing with money issues to the point that for a while he was living with his parents. So I think when the money started coming in, he wanted to do something nice for himself, and that was the Porsche. I mean, if I ever, you know, get lots and lots of money. I'm buying a Mickey Mantle rookie, so. This is where I start getting a little bit edgy. I'm not getting any setups on this at all. I'm getting a purple candle on the NQ, and those are still valid setups. If I could ever start getting the blues and purples down the with momentum trades, that would really be killer. I mean, I'm sure I would spend money on something frivolous. You know, more baseball cards than I need. Bobbleheads. Case of pineapples. Hookers and blow. I know it. I've never watched it, but I know some about it. Yeah, I've never watched that either, but I know the premise. Tio's about to tell you about how it was filmed near his location. Wow, I called that perfectly. Oh, really? See, this purple candle and NQ would have worked. Look at that. 4 candles ago, and we dropped, boom, 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 dropped almost 50 points. So that's the next thing once I really had this reversal strategy down. But remember, if you remember, for anyone that's listened to me over the years, I was always getting in trouble trying to time or figure out reversals. So this strategy that I figured out has gone to my strength of what I always naturally want to do. So he was big red yesterday. I don't think he traded it today. He keeps trying to do too much at once. I told him he has 2 months to pass it. He could literally get $100 a day and be able to pass before it expires. I've never played golf. I think he just has a sense of it not being real, so he has trouble getting into the real mindset. Like you can see the orange area, but you can also see my RSI line and my signal line there is not really where I want it. You see it popping though. This is I noticed that these are the ones that tend to fail. The ones where the RSI line is sort of in the middle of the area. And you can see how that would not have worked. It was a green candle, but I didn't even think about taking it. And I mean now it bounced down. It would have stopped me out. It might be trying to bounce back up, but wouldn't have been worth it. Now it might now that it's bounced up, it's tempting, but it's gonna keep my hands off. Are we red, green, or somewhere in between today? Time's moving fast. Gold up, and now we're getting move away. The moving average is higher than the ATR. And Q also giving an interesting green candle there. Maybe. Yep. That NQ back to a red candle. Missed a nice long on the euro. All right, guys, tune in on Monday. Monday morning and Monday evening. I should have a trade day eval to give away both in the morning and the evening. I was going to give the trade day away today, and I forgot. So we'll do that Monday morning around probably around 10ish. Not tennis, but 10ish. Bounced, but got beaten right back down, Ben. Gold still going up. So here I really start liking gold because the RSI line and the signal line are both above 80. So if I start, yep, there's a red candle on gold. Let's see if it holds for the next 26 seconds. NQ also give me a green candle. I hate it when they both give me signals at the same frickin' time. Purple on gold. Gold's the one that's hurt me today, though.
Order filled.
Took the NQ because it's been nicer to me today. It's not playing nice now, though. Come on, go, 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 go. CATR 26, okay. Oh, 826 there.
Target filled.
Yes, 20 points. We're back in the green. We're up 290 today. And I took the right, look at that. I took the, why did I hear order filled again? Is there anything open? No. No, that was scary. If I would have took the gold, that would have been bad. I made the right decision. And I think I need to do that from now on. If gold and NQ are giving me a signal at the same time, I think I just need to go with NQ. Once again, I should have went for the ATR on NQ. That would have been 30 instead of 20, and I would have got it, but that's okay. All right, so we have 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 5 hours and 17 minutes till the bell. And I now need, give me 1 second while I math. And I'm not even going to be the one doing the math. The calculator is going to do the math. I need $2,151.52. So that means I need to average a little over $400 an hour. That said, I mean, I'll push it a little bit, but as long as I stay above where I started the day at, I can live to come back on Monday and try again. I can't fall back by more than a couple $100 from where I started, because then I wouldn't be able to get it on Monday because of the consistency rule. Well, the competition's in 2 forms. We had to do an evaluation first, and once the evaluation's passed, then you get moved to the funded stage. I'm still in the eval stage, and I need that $2,151 to finally pass the eval stage and move to the funded stage. Wow, NQ just dumped right back down. That gold would, by the way, that gold would have ended up working. It just would have scared the bejesus out of me. Now getting another blue candle on NQ. Technically, it's not one of my setups, the reversal setups, but it's tempting because I think this is going to blow upwards. See, that blue candle would have worked for at least 10. See if it actually gets 20. It probably would have got 20. Yeah, it would have gotten 20. Uh, it died for a second. Isn't it back now? Yeah, for some reason OBS disconnected and then reconnected. Oh, to add to the drama of the day, I am copy trading a Bowenox with this trade day, and I am $490 away on that from passing that. You want a payout? Oh dear. The other awesome thing about this indicator that I'm using, this setup or whatever you want to call it, it really doesn't get caught in chop because it's looking for extremes. It doesn't really get chopped out. Now there is places, but it's kind of weird. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Hey Tio, I'm gonna turn back time. Let's see. Give me a minute as I scroll back here to see if I can find an example. This is kind of an example. There was a real good one the other morning, but I don't feel like going back that far. So you get in the gray area here, but you can see how it's just kind of grinding up on the RSI. Gray area here, the red candle didn't work. Another one here didn't work. And finally the third one worked. So that's the closest you really get to chop. But you can see, you can take small losses on the way instead of getting like totally chopped out. Till we get that cease and desist order from Share. I have Tradovate connected to NinjaTrader, and at times I randomly hear that it disconnects and reconnects. That's multitasking. Quick move down here on NQ. Interesting possible setup. Don't like where the RSI line is, but it's okay. So yeah, some chop, another move down, and are we going to get a bounce? I mean, Quant Tower is its own built-in copier. Yeah, I mean, if you're using Bowenox, you can only. I think they're fine if you copy trade the other Bowenoxes, but you can't copy trade the other companies. Blue candle on Q. Ooh. Finished a doji, not a blue, and I did not take it. Let's see if this still goes up. Technically, that is a valid signal for me, but I chickened out. Let's see what it does. And so far, I was right not to take it. So it did go 10 points. Doesn't look like it went 10 points, but it went 10 points. All right, folks. We have reached the end of our time together for the week. I want to thank everyone for joining me. I will post on the Discord later if I got my goal or not on the trade day. So keep a watch on that. I shall see you all on Monday. Have yourselves a great weekend. Bye.